the recording is back on after so much bookkeeping.
Oops! It was bookkeeping day. A day late.
Well, no, it was shopping day. Slightly different mood. At least we didn't have both. So, while Caspian and Emrys are off, validating their engagement in the eyes of Emrys's parents, Emrys may ask for a big showy display from Caspian in public now that both of their families approve. she, something that she'd like, okay?
She's valid. She's big valid.
She's not normally like that, but you know. I do believe that Riza, Luke, Cassie, and Valence are in the middle of the shopping district of Tiras. Cassie has currently been lost in the scroll shop. I think Valence at some point got, like, a face full of scroll dust one too many times and has left the shop. So Cassie is making Cassie noises inside the scroll shop as Valence and the kids stand outside.
I think we've lost our kids.
Yeah, I think so.
Ugh. I'm gonna be a single parent. It's terrible.
That would be bad. Do we want to, like, I don't know, try and look at another store? Or something?
But then she'd never find us.
Well, can't you two, like, talk? Telepathically?
Well, yeah, but how are we gonna navigate? I'm by the big crystal building. Well, I'm by the other big crystal building. Thanks.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I am so lost. If I had my sister here, we could get around just fine. Because she can look at a street and go, I know where this goes. I'm like, have you ever been here before? And she says, no. Like, how do you know? And she's like, I just know. And she's right. Bitch.
I used to be able to do that, but only in cities I've been in. Which is Lior. And Lior.
I can do that in Durazzo.
Cassie. Cassie, aren't you looking at scrolls?
No, I made my purchase. She says.
How many did you buy?
Well, okay, to be fair, this one's for Sorn, and he's paying us back for it.
I love how you're spending his money for him.
He asked me to find it for him because he knew I was going to end up here.
Well, that's different. How many scrolls did you buy? Just the number.
Player doesn't know. Hang on. 2, and then a wand, and 2 globes, and then what, like 3 for Sorn? 5 scrolls, 2 globes, and a wand.
Wow, you restrained yourself.
I kind of expected more scrolls.
I did too. To be fair... Well...
How much did you spend on the scrolls?
Hang on.
Like 5,000 gold? 10,000 gold? More?
Cassie holds up the wand. This was 20,000 on its own.
Oh my god.
And both kids just
On
drop.
the bright side.
Jaw drop.
This is going to keep us alive.
What does it do?
It's a death ward wand.
Oh, like my armor.
Yes, but we can use this on everyone.
Nice.
So when the necromancers start pointing their fingers at you and throwing spells at you that make you die instantly, that won't happen. I feel like that was a wise decision.
I think so.
Yeah,
Let's not tell them we have it, so they'll waste time doing it.
Oh, absolutely.
That's half the fun, wasting people's time.
That was the most expensive thing I purchased.
well, that's something. How much was the rest of it?
Going to pretend that we're counting the liquidated scrolls as being gold.
Mm-hmm.
About the same amount again.
So you're scaring the kids.
They asked.
Kids, you're scaring yourselves.
I suppose I asked for it. So, what?
It's fine. It's fine. It's all for killing vampires.
So, what now?
Well, have you guys gotten things?
No.
Is there anything you do want?
I wouldn't know where to start. No, Luke, stressed over the fact that he might be being given another magic item. Riza mentioned that she might be interested in stuff, but has negative idea of what magic items can even do.
Well... Oh, what can magic items do? What can't magic items do?
Make me
Well, they
brother
get
be less
better at
annoying.
things.
They
There are
make Jay
wands
less
of silence.
You know what? You're right. They can make Jay less annoying.
Yeah.
But they have the side effect of making him angry.
I don't think that's worth it.
No, probably not. I found that making my brother angry has never paid off.
You know, I think I have an idea. Riza,
Yeah?
you work better when you're up high, right?
Yeah.
There are boots that would allow you to simply walk up a wall.
Okay. Riza looks down at her twig arms and how she used to climb things and how that's so hard. Climbing things is so hard.
There's also items that can make your dexterity higher.
I love how you picked up, like, game effects voice.
It's a good voice.
It's so fucking funny.
And, like, it conveys exactly what needs to be conveyed, you know?
Which is, they find an in-universe way to say this, but I always refer to it as +2 dexterity.
Both of those are interesting.
Or there are also... God, we're in Terrace. There's probably plenty of things that are just recreational.
There's also things to make you stronger, Luke.
I suppose one of those would be nice. He like gives Valence a glance
What?
of like trying to convey like a I want to talk to you, but like later thing. He's Luke. It's awkward. That's what he
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
This kind of. What he. Yeah.
Well, tell you what, Luke, why don't you go with Valence and see if you can find something to make you a bit stronger, and I'll go with Riza and see if we can find something that piques her interest.
I was going to suggest the exact same thing.
That works. Sure.
It's almost like they're telepathically linked.
Yeah. It's like, do you think we should check? Oh, yes.
The best part is that we didn't have to talk about that. We just knew.
We knew.
And I didn't see it coming.
Really?
No. Like, not so quickly, at least.
The thing is, Valence was like, you say not now, but I don't remember if it's for not now, so it needs to be now.
Alright, then I suppose that...
He's a very similar brand of ADHD to me.
Well, then I suppose that... Oh, I'm looping this song. There's your problem. The two groups can go ahead and split apart. Who would we like to follow first?
Valence, Luke.
I'm very
Obviously.
curious what Luke had to say.
Once you're a distance away, Luke will say, so I wanted to ask you if something was both alright and, like, maybe some of your advice. I was thinking about getting some, like, before we got here, I was thinking about getting something for Riza while we were here. Just like something nice, you know. But then we got here and it was Tyrus and I had no idea what, and like a magic item for just being nice and yeah. I thought it would just be like Duazzle, but bigger, and I could get her some, like, I don't know, I've already gotten her jewelry. I don't know.
Yeah, you're kind of in a bind, my man.
I was hoping you'd have some, like, advice.
Oh, hang on. I'm working on it.
Okay.
Don't sell me short just yet, kid. Come on.
You courted Lady
I'm not just gonna be
Cassandra,
like,
so
"Oh,
I figured that,
sucks."
like, you might have some ideas.
That is a very nice room. I did. Thank you. I made a fool of myself in front of Lady Cassandra for so long that she got fond of me.
I didn't hear the word he chose.
Courted.
Oh my god. That is a very kind word.
Him, having only seen Cassie in her noble capacity, presumed that she's been, like, vaguely noble-ish.
Like, let me tell you something. When I met her, I just kind of thought she was just some creepy rogue in a tavern, and I did for like a month and a half. And after that, she was just Cassie to me.
Oh, that's... Oh.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird to think about now, huh?
Yeah. And the fact that you,
So I'm
like,
unfortunately not as experienced as one would
and the fact that you, like, you used to not be a paladin?
Yeah, I was a common pickpocket.
That's so... strange.
Yeah, I have a recommendation. I do have some advice. It's life advice, and then I will get back to actually helping you. Don't Don't do that. Don't be a common pickpocket. It's not fun. It sounds fun. It's not. You get shouted at by random young men with white hair.
That's really specific.
Yeah, it is. Actually. Listen. You're doing good. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Being awkward and stumbly around Riza and confused about how Lady Cassandra hasn't always been noble?
I mean, that's just human, my man. Like, yeah. You can, like, stop that if you want. Like, you don't have to be like that for the rest of your life if you don't want to.
I'd rather not. I don't think I'd like to be that way.
That's part of life, though. Anyway, I do actually have some advice for your actual problem you came to me with.
Oh?
It's kind of hard to pick out a magic item for someone if you yourself do not know a lot about magic items and they don't know a lot about magic items. So maybe don't shoot for, like, proper magic item, but maybe just something that's just nice, like a normal item, but it's got kind of a Terizian flair to it, like it, I don't know, it glows when you shake it or something.
That's what I thought. I was gonna get her, and then he'll just wave his hands at Tiris. I mean, I guess they probably still have those somewhere, but
They do. She'd appreciate something a little more normal, I think.
Yeah, but I don't know what to get her. I already got her jewelry, and she's not really the jewelry type, and I don't think she'd appreciate dresses, and my father, like, tried to help me with this, but Philip always took better to it, and it was all about, courtly women, and I suppose she really seems like that, but once I got to know her, she isn't really. I mean, it's nice.
To be fair, we did find her on a rooftop in Leor.
Yeah, she's more like that, so I feel like finery might be, I don't know, kind of insulting or something? I don't know.
I don't think it'd be insulting, but maybe it'd be better to shoot for something a little more at home for her, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know, like not insulting, but like, I don't know, tone deaf?
Like, yes, here is the thing you know, that people want you to be. I'm going to give you things based on that, not who you really are.
That, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
The thing is, I don't know a lot about reason what she might like myself. Like, she's really kind of not an open person. I haven't been able to get much out of her.
Related.
Cassie's had better luck at it.
Related. Do we want to switch perspectives?
Well, Luke and Valence brainstorm what the fuck to do about Reason, because Valence is realizing, I don't know shit about my own daughter, because she will not speak to me.
Yep.
He's tried just to talk with her a couple of times, and she will not have
The problem is that if there are multiple characters in the scene, especially Sorrow, Riza's character is very hard to define.
Mm-hmm.
And while Jay is around, she's mostly defined by their dynamic, which is hilarious because it was supposed to be the other way around, and then it absolutely wasn't.
Terrible. But yeah, because switch perspective.
See, the reason why I said to switch perspectives here is, Cassandra, I kind of wanted to get something for Luke, but I have no idea what. and like, you offered to get me a magic item, but I have no idea what I want. I don't, like, yeah.
Well, okay. Let's take this one problem at a time.
Problem 1, laugh with Valence with the telepathic bond.
Literally. Cassie in the text chat. Oh my god. Valence, you're not going to believe this.
Valence, oh my god, they're so cute.
Well, okay. Let's start with Luke, because that's going to be the harder one, I think.
I mean, I also was kind of hoping to buy, like, a souvenir that I could buy. Like, not with the party money, with, like, my money, but I have no idea what that would be either, so I don't know about that. Well, actually, the magic item might be easy. Anyway, Luke, yes, one problem at a time. And that's
I'm
one.
sure they have souvenir shops somewhere, but yes, Luke. We'll die to see if they have the souvenir shop.
Maybe.
Tresian gift store on the gift shop on the way over the border.
Right across from the mercenaries.
Yeah.
One-stop shop for all your Teresian mercenary needs. It's Teresian / mercenary, but like that doesn't roll off the tongue as well. Right. Sorry. Well, I honestly don't know. I don't spend a lot of time with him on a personal level.
Yeah, he seems really, I don't know, focused. I think part of it's because he's intimidated by everything else that's going on, so he sticks with what he knows, but...
He would probably prefer something a little bit more down to earth.
Yeah. But he already has magic armor, and I think he has a magic sword. I don't know. And like, even a magic shield is probably too much for me.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be something practical. I feel like he'd appreciate it more if it was something more heartfelt. That's not the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, more like, not like, oh, you're a knight, have a sword.
More personal.
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
She just looks at you with this helpless, like, and how do I do that look?
Yeah. Fair enough.
Maybe like a brooch or something, but then I don't know. He doesn't seem like the type for. So I'd want it to be magic so that it would do something, and then it's not down to earth, and then it's also really expensive, and. If my brother hadn't gotten that darn surcoat, I'd try and get Luke one, but no, it's just sort of unoriginal.
Me trying to think of things. Well... I'm going to be honest, I'm not very good at this myself.
Well, I've never had money, so I'm not good at buying things for me, let alone other people. this so hard?
I don't know.
What did you get for Valence? No, wait, he mostly got things for you.
He's better give. Why don't I ask him? Valence, can you please try to find out what Luke might enjoy for me?
And I will pepper that in subtly to a conversation. Meanwhile, related, can you find out what Riza might want? Just asking.
Oh, I'll work on it.
Thanks.
Both kids. I want to buy something for the other one. Related, I have problems.
like-
I don't know what I would want for myself.
Yeah.
The adults in the room. Ah!
I see. We need to find two things that you want and buy you one of them, and have the other one buy you the other thing. Fuck. How are we gonna pull this off?
Oh, I have no idea.
Valence has some tact, about as much tact as can fit in a small little, like, coin pouch, but he has some. I'm trying to figure out how to utilize it.
Tell
I
you
don't
what.
know who the cameras were. Okay.
What if... How about we wander, and we see if anything jumps out at us, either for you or for Luke, and we'll... shop that way. Because we're not going to figure it out just sitting here racking our brains, I don't think. We don't even know what exists.
Yeah, that's true. Alright. Oh, hey, I did have an idea. I could get
Oh?
him maybe I don't even know. Maybe like a bridle or something, but like, it's not like I could get him a better bridle. I just get him a fancy one, and it's not even for him. That's for his horse. And, never mind.
No, that's not a bad idea, actually. He might appreciate
Yeah,
that.
but he doesn't. But it. Having money is really weird. Like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I like because I've never had things. And, like, I don't know, I tried looking around at people for what they, like, what they have, and it all seems so... I wish I had a better word for it, but... curly?
Flashy?
Works.
Curly.
But it's like, oh, I have wonderful combs and dolls and dresses and I don't know. I, at the banquet, some of the people were talking about perfumes. Like, what? Yeah. I don't know. Like,
It's all very silly, I know. Why don't we wander through a few shops and see if anything jumps out at you?
sure. just sort of follow you as you can wander through shops. I'm going to need, unfortunately, more prompting than shops. If you want to consider that, we can hop back to Valence and Luke.
Go for it.
So, Boy Squad! Y'all having any better luck?
Ah!
I think I've got something for you, Valen.
Mm?
Maybe a music box?
I think we're psychic. Because I was just thinking, do music boxes exist in this world? Could we do a music
We're
box?
in
I think
Tiras. They exist
Does
here.
Tiras have music boxes?
Yes.
7.
They could be magic music,
Music boxes do exist. If not here, then in East.
Magic mouth. It's not a complicated
No, it's
spell.
not.
Luke, I've just had the most fabulous idea.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
So there's these magic boxes that Emrys told me exist.
The thing is, Valence might actually know what a
Listen, he
music
would have
box
had
is
to get
because
rid
of
of
the music bots.
That's true.
Oh shit, right?
It's like a magical version that doesn't have anything to do with the inventor. How interesting. There's these magical boxes that you open them and they play music.
Oh! Yeah, that would work. That could...
And I know almost nothing about them. But I think that's something she might like. At the very least, it's
Yeah, it's
nice.
like a nice thing, but it like does something because you can listen to it.
Mm-hmm. So it and then like it's some out of thoughtful because if they have different songs, you gotta pick one that you think she'd like.
Oh, great! I'm going to need.
See, it's thoughtful. I don't think she's picky, dude. It's not like you can carry around 14 songs in
that's
a
a
box.
good point.
I just had the best idea.
Mm.
This would take a little bit of doing on our part, but what if what Riza got him was essentially a Magic Mouth recording of her singing the same song as the music box?
They
know we did it.
Riza does have a perform skill that she's still not shown yet.
No, she's told us what it is, though.
Mm-hmm.
She sings. That's why I thought of it.
That is an idea.
Oh, they would
know, though.
Oh.
Reason?
Yes.
Yes, us.
Luke's kind of too
Luke's too
polite, and
polite
he's
to get
kind
us.
of guessed to a degree. Cause he came up to you guys like, yeah, Sir Avalon put me up to trying to like hook up with your daughter, and you're just and both of you were like, yes, please.
And we were cool with it. Yeah. We're like, oh, you? Oh, fabulous. We love you.
What? Okay. So many of my people are doing. So many of the NPCs today are doing the anime stutter. Which I will find a video for you guys if you're interested once we're done.
No, I know,
how
what you mean.
anime people stutter,
There's a very
Seven.
yes, that's valid. I have a specific example in mind, which is hilarious, but
Why do I feel like it's a Log Horizon
actually
example?
not.
Oh.
Although there are some pretty good ones in there.
Fate?
No, it's one that
Is
you've
it
never
Fate?
seen before, I'm pretty sure. It's a fairly obscure one.
Oh, okay. Ah, I see. So it's an anime hipster now.
No, it's fairly popular within anime. Nah, I'm an anime normie.
That's fair.
So much so that Snow makes fun of me for it.
Alright then.
Anyway.
Why don't you get on with your music box getting?
Let's go get a music box.
Luke, Will. Alright, the two of you. Try and figure out where the heck you might find the music box.
While you work on that, Cassie's gonna try to suss out, like, what kinds of songs Riza
Bold
likes.
of you to assume that Riza's heard enough music to have an idea.
Well, okay, but if she has, like, a specific song that she enjoys singing that has an accompaniment that Cassie knows of. Look, I know that's complicated as hell, but...
Unfortunately, she hasn't been around much music. She's liked the court music.
Fair enough.
But, she sings, but she's like, not... No. Well, Valent. That's something to buy for Tenny. Well, that's true. According to the sauce, it has. In world, it hasn't. And Tenny's... I think Tenny's... In Sauce World, I think Tenny had his birthday a month ago or something. He's the frickin' two-faced ones. Okay, that's going down as another thing. Please appreciate the tildes. The first ones are both in the first recording. I think it's the third. Well, that's why I said final, because this is probably the last one for tonight, because it can go for 2 hours, and you guys will not be up for another 2 hours. Got him. I don't know. Well, Valence and Luke, go ahead and give me a roll, by which I mean Valence, to try and find music boxes. Some sort of city navigation-y check. Because gather information has been rolled into diplomacy in this game. Yes! Okay, Okay. You can, as you're walking, you can ask for some directions, at which point you're pointed in a direction, at which point you begin to hear something, and you're immediately like, ah, I found it. As drifting through the air, you begin to hear something just quietly playing over the humdrum of everything around. And you're like, we have found it! And you lead Luke into a stone building inside with many boxes, and it's, interestingly for Tyrus, somewhat dimly lit store. Not dark by any means, just slightly dimly lit, as a man stands behind the counter, wearing a long robe and he has a hood over his face. Well, the whole room is just filled with various music boxes playing their various tunes. Greetings and welcome to the shop. Please, hello. Please feel free to browse. Valence, is that man a bit weird? But he seems a bit off. What? What? What do you mean? What do you mean some people are music bots? What does that even mean? What? I What's a robot? I, 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 okay, I can understand that, but what the? I've never heard of this before. What do you mean some people are just music bots? Uh, no! It's not normal for people to be music bots. I guess. I think you would have been able to notice, but yeah, okay. That one I can see. Glancing quickly between you and the shop owner and you and the shop owner. They've just been standing behind the counter polishing it. No, they haven't seemed to have moved, and you are, like, off to the side some within the shelves, but, like... Oh, almost certainly! Oh, the thing is, like, yeah, there are music boxes playing, so maybe they didn't, but, like, you can easily look through the shelves and see them. Oh, they almost certainly overheard that whole thing. Yes. Mhm. Gosh. Gosh. Luke didn't make fun of you so much as was completely baffled by you. Eh, fair enough. In a moment. Oh, he's there for exactly one frame. If I was good. If I was any good at Photoshop. Anyway, well, Valence and Luke are in the music box store. Um, you will both be delighted to discover that most music boxes come with something moving. Either a small dancer, or a bird moving along a track, or other devices that just sort of move with the music. Yeah, I can't tell which one would, if I should go with the bird or the dancer. The thing is, Riza's relationship with femininity is complicated. Because, for example, she likes to sing, but hid it. But at the same time, like, gaudy dresses and pearls and, she's like, the kind of stuff that Seth would like. She's like, like, what? No. Well, you can recommend Bird to him. I was just clarifying Riza's relationship with femininity because Cassie would get that. The thing is, because she likes looking nice for balls, but like at the same time, perfume and difficult for me to convey and also difficult for me to play. I wonder which one is it. Huh. On the one hand, cis with strong ideas about how cis raised with strong gender ideas. On the other hand, not female. Does that make any sense? Yes. Uh, Me having difficulty playing Riza like that, playing Riza and that. On the one hand, I was raised in I went to a religious school for quite a while. Strong gender ideas and clear gender roles and such not. On the other hand, distinctly not female. Show. Yeah. I understand traditional femininity. Over there. Anyway. Whereas, there's... never mind. I'm just going to leave it there because I can't... the way I would try to say anything else would come out poorly. Valid. Anyway. What do you think I should get? Yeah, that's a good point. Alright, well, so how do these work? He'll walk over to one and, like, turn it around a bit, trying to figure out what's up with it, as some of these music boxes have something obvious to wind on the back. Others, seem to be powered, have, like, gears attached to the lid, seem to be powered by the act of opening it, which is quite difficult. Which is, well, more difficult than you would expect. And some just seem to have no mechanism at all, and are likely powered by magic. If I don't have a good way to describe the various tunes within the music boxes. If you guys have neat songs that have music box versions, we could do that. We could also just use this one that I've been playing. You could give me an idea of what it... Hmm? Hmm. I... That, that exists! Mm-hmm. Or we can just hand wave that. I found something half decent based on suggestions. The Megalovania one. No, it wasn't! Yeah. Well, that's a possibility as a music box with a bird is selected. And what would you guys like to do? Well, more that I think Valence and Luke need to check out if they're going to do that. That is a thing that must happen. That is a thing that happens. Or, well, yes. Requires the screen. Would you like to purchase the music box? Well, you can go ahead and take the music box up to the counter and up to the man standing there. Have you selected something? Wonderful. This is a good piece. Two gold. You hand him 2 gold pieces? Valence might remember something, but I don't know if he was there for that. Mm-hmm. Ah! They prefer copper pieces because it's a larger volume of coins. So, do you hand him 2? So you can. Oh no! Because what coins you give him matters. It should be 20 silver or 200 copper. Mm-hmm. No, I think 10 is making new pretty numbers. Oh, okay, never mind. It will reach forward and pull the coins in with a gloved hand. You know much, it seems. Few have seen the city. It scoops up the coins towards it and then just sort of lifts its hand as though the coins have disappeared. Actually, Valence, you're good at sleight of hand. It slid the coins into its sleeve. En- Enjoy your device. Thank you. Luke, thoroughly confused and Luke, somewhat weirded out by that interaction. So is that what what is that how the is the, you So that. Oh, okay. But that was just a normal interaction with the music bots. Okay. Well, no, like I know, I'm not questioning that. I'm not questioning that. That's how you interact with them. I'm confused that that's the normal. Like I'm sure you know what the normal is. It's just that this normal is a confusing normal. Okay. He like holds the new music box like somewhat tightly. Well, at least I have. Is that how you could tell? Oh, I guess that's why they're like why he runs that shop then. Okay. Sure, this can happen. Hey. Yeah. Ah! What? Why? And the problem is, there are a pair that I could see actually doing that. Why? Yeah. Neither of them is notably reserved, and Valence is freaking Valence. It's not like he hasn't before. Did something get posted in noble quotes? Good. Gosh. Yeah. No idea what we'll get, but I guess we'll figure that out. I mean, all of those are good. Luke will follow you to go look for a magic item. Do we want to? um, do we want to go looking for the magic item now, or do we want to switch to Riza and Cassie trying to figure out? All right. Meanwhile, Riza and Cassie are also suffering from decision paralysis. Oh. Maybe. Um. Yes, yes, it is. um, Brendan Ford, maybe, but like, I wouldn't know what that looks like. We haven't even been. Whoosh. Wonderful idea, Cassie. I think I think it can best be described with whoosh. Right over her head. That's something where the reader of this YA novel starring the two of them sees that and goes, Rita! I'm Riza. I can't help you. I thought she was about to say it very sexy, the way you did, and I was about to do it. Awful. Well, yeah, but the lessons of no, that joke isn't funny. Never mind. No, um, yeah, people do that. No. She knows that you know, but she's just like, oh my goodness, that's so much. um, yeah, yeah, you know, but that's just a lot, you know. And he's kinda, and I don't want to do too much, and I yeah, but this is a whole bunch of like, there's the whole courtly thing, and there's a bunch of noble obligations involved and obligation things, and I don't want this to go too quickly. Uh, well, yeah, but we've talked some, and he talks about a lot about like his people and what he's supposed to do. And I know that you told me I didn't have to, but like there's the whole thing about me getting married too, and like I just I don't want things to go too fast, and that's a lot. I mean, I might like to. That's a lot quickly. I don't know. Nervous embarrassment, but also wanting to take things more slowly. Combination of both. The locket idea is a nice one, though. I just, um, no, I don't want to do that because I want to save it for later. Maybe we should get it while we're here, though. Because that'd be probably a lot easier to do here than anywhere else. I don't want to have to tell her if I don't have to. Um, oh, I figured out how to say it. That's forward. For like where we are at the moment, that's forward, and I don't know if I want to be forward. I'm using that right? I remember the time that I mentioned that that I sort of, well, I don't actually think they noticed me. I was going to say hung out with, and then no, hung around. I Riza like makes stealth noises near some of the girls around my age, and well, one of the times they were just talking about dress and perfumes and knights, and like they were talking about sword skills, but they knew nothing about fighting. And anyway, the back in Duazo, they were talking more about like how to do like how like I don't know approach people, and they seemed. I'm getting a lot of this secondhand. It seemed to come pretty naturally to the gossips, but I guess they've. I suppose that's the. And I suppose it's their, like, jobs. Okay. That's like the sort of like the like I'm having. It makes a lot of sense with the body motion, which is a bit of like a quiver. Yeah. Yeah, like a, ugh. That's distressing. I don't want to be that. Yeah. Disgusted is the word, but it has the wrong implications. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, any idea where we might get that? Um, it's not very difficult to find a jewelry shop, as you just go ahead and walk around through the streets and find a jewelry shop. Anywhere else, like even a normal, more magical place, you might need to find a jewelry shop that was notably magic, or go to somewhere else to get the picture. But nah, the clerk is just like, oh yeah, I can do that. It's just a simple transmutation thing if I'm putting it down on something permanent. Um, Actually applying it to the inside of a locket is a transmutation spell. It's actually a fabricate. Gonna be real. That's a fabricate. No, actually, not really. Fabricate comes in items here in Terrace. That's like that's the thing. Shops will pick up like the equivalent of an eternal one to fabricate. And he does the illusion magic to define what it needs to be, and then uses the fabricate item to make it actual. Fancy people. Some artists do things personally because fabricate has its limits. Although the artist will generally guide magic tools. Um, but people like this, like the equivalent of photographers, are actually illusionists who will purchase a fabricate item from somewhere else and then just use it repeatedly. The locket will go. It's another 50 GP for the portrait, and around 50 GP for a uh, simple in the modest way, like modest but not dull silver pendant. So I guess I should put that down on Reese's sheet. Silver pendant with a picture of her for Luke at some point. Riza doesn't think that you know that she and Luke have smooched. She does not think that. Uh-huh. Good news, everyone, Emrys will just say at around this point in time. My parents like Caspian, and the Griffins are intimidating him. Good. Alright, so that's down on Reese's sheet. Well, I mean, I think... is she purchasing it, or is the party fund purchasing it? That was the thing she wants to give, that's the gift she wants to give Luke now. Thank you. This is actually really nice. Riza at jewelry. But she'll sort of spool the chain in her hand and put it in her pocket. That doesn't... We still haven't actually solved our today problem. I would say, why couldn't I just be more like you and have someone, like, I don't think Phelan's took any of this. I think he just sort of came after you, but I, I think I'd appreciate that less, actually. A lot less. I don't get how that works, but alright. We still need to figure something out. Oh, I mean, I could try and get him something like, well, no, I have the locket, so I don't really want to get him jewelry, and there's not, and like, men wear pendants and maybe rings, and that's about it, you know? Everyone in this party has too many daggers, so I can't buy him one of those. Everyone. How many do you have? I think on you that'll be less distressing. You realize that even just normal daggers, the kinds of normal daggers that you use are at least a gold? And you have 5 of them. And I'm pretty sure all of them are worth more than that. About what? The gold? Or... Yeah. Those were actually pretty hard to come across when me and Jay were on the streets. Like, shivs and crappy knives, sure, but... One of my daggers worth a pretty penny. Anyway, why don't we get me those, like, climbing boot things while we think about something? Interestingly enough, there is! It is not the kind you're looking for. It is a shoe store. They direct you to a boots shop further down the street. No, it's also a mistake that Cassie would make because they look at it and the name is in Teresian, but it talks about footwear, and there's a picture of a shoe, so you walk on in, and they're like, and you see, like, fancy cobblers, and, like, you see Tenny's, Tenny's slavering, what's drooling dream. And you're just like, ooh, frog shop. Close, but no cigar. Um, you'll be directed to a boots shop further down the street. And I believe you're getting her the boots of spider climb, no? They might be in the DMG. Boots of spider climbing, DMG. They're 266 and they're 48,000 4,800, much more reasonable. 4,800 gold. Um they're 4,800 gold and they have a 20-foot climb speed. This is going to make catching Jay so much easier. I should look them up because I want to know what they look like, although I don't think the team tells you. Thank you. Meanwhile, I do believe that Luke is finding magic item. Ten. Luke is also magic item shopping. I was going to use this as an opportunity to switch back. He will follow your recommendations because, like, sure he's from Duazzle, but whoa, magic. Magic is like something you let Uncle Avalon handle. He'll come up with a good thing to give you, you know? I mean, he'd think that's really cool. Um, let me see. Mm-hmm. His strength is 19, his dex is 10, and his constitution is 14. Oh, they're slippers of spider climbing, apparently. Yeah? Uh, tougher, I guess. Oh, neat. Yeah, let me double check his. Let me take a quick look at his max stacks. His max. Oh, his max stack is actually full 4 because it's masterwork, full plate, and then fighter has like armor proficiency or something, doesn't it? Doesn't that give him armor proficiency? Darn. What level is Riza? Because, the armor training reduces it by 1 step, I think? Or it just defaulted to medium. One of the two. Jeez, Riza's level 12. Luke is level 8. Do we want to give him a level or two? Right, the thing is he wanted to level up in Warlord. Is he? Yeah, because he wanted to level up in Warlord, but he can't. Either a facility or he wants to command a battle before he gets the ability to command 2 units. Which is what he gets at Warlord 3. One of the two. I think I might award Luke some XP. What? Well, 8 is actually pretty high level, but also... Well, he didn't come to... I will think on it. Well, I think that we'd like to purchase him a constitution increasing item, it sounds like. That will do it. Wonderful. Are we thinking about having Luke and Riza swap their gifts today or tomorrow? Valid. Um, uh, um, yeah, I, uh, I'm stumped. A picture of Brendan Ford would be a good idea, but I have no idea what it looks like. Probably. It's Tyrus. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, I had an idea. What about a small horse figurine? No, I think that'd be a bit much. All right, you can go looking around. It's harder to find a shop for this. This is more just like a collectible or a knickknack, but you will eventually find a nice and small, well carved black stone figurine of a horse. Which, has Riza been ever granted money? No. Mm-hmm. And she will spend 20 of it on the figurine. And she now has 80 gold. Well, that's something that might be done tomorrow while I am being yoinked by snow. In that case, we should probably have them exchange their gifts tonight. All right. Well, they have their various items acquired. What would you guys like to do? Um, if we go that way, then that way, then that way. Like he's gesturing like theoretical turns you might take. We'll end up 3 streets ago. Hey, no, no, I can get us back 3 streets, not necessarily back to Cassie. Yeah, that's fair. There's also several people in the air, quite a few flying about. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Oh, if you guys just go up, you can see the arena. Remember, it's significantly taller than the buildings here. You need to get above the buildings, but... reasonable. Valence, would you like to test the theory? That if you fly up above the buildings to find the arena, you won't get shot down? You wouldn't have to fly high up, just high enough to see over the buildings. Alright. What are you gonna do? Alright. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can fly up over the buildings up to about their roof level, and you can see in the distance the direction of the arena and be very grateful that the city is a grid, which means you can know how to walk towards it, and you can just fly back down. No one seems to pay you any mind. Alright. Valence, would you like to roll over a survival check? You'll still make it there, but I would like to see your survival check. Hooray! Luke just like, you said this way. Well, you can go ahead and head back toward the arena. What are Cassie and Risa doing? Yeah, where's the arena? Oh, there's the arena! It kind of is her primary magical ability, huh? Are you going to call everyone else back to kind of meet up at the arena, or... I think that Emrys and Caspian are busy. Gonna be real. Emrys and Caspian are probably just staying the day at Emrys' house. Because that was like a 2-hour walk, or so, or more. Sarah will come back. Well, she probably... Yeah. Sarah will also come back. Jay will appear beside Valence. Hey, Dad! Hey, Dad, guess what? I saw one of these! And he's going to hold out his hand and hold out a chameleon ring. But! And then he'll wave his hand through it as it vanishes into smoke. I didn't buy it! I did spend 3 gold on the illusion to gag as a gag for you. Though. Yeah, I decided to be, like, fiscally responsible for once and not blow most of my money on a magic item. So, Luke, get anything for my sister? And Jay cartwheels away. And Jay cartwheels away and vanishes into the crowd. Everyone knows by now, don't they? Even Lucasi. Oh. Alright. Oh well. And with that, the group can meet back up at the arena with Jay, here, but politely actually keeping his distance. So that Luke and Riza can, you know. Yes. When you all... Yeah! The thing is, like, he's going to tease them both to death, but he doesn't actually want to mess this up for his sister, so... Once everyone meets up, and probably Cassie and Valence are at least pretend to be like, oh, hey, yeah, you, I'm paying attention to you right now. Definitely. Uh-huh. You meet it back up in one of the sort of like almost pavilions in the under area of the arena on the ground floor. Some of the stuff like leads further in. Some of it is just sort of like this open meeting space that is used when events are ongoing for gathering or standing around when waiting to get tickets or other similar things, but a lot of the time just ends up being empty space, like courtyards. With intermittent arches, because, you know, arena. Riza and Luke will sort of see each other and, walk a little further in, like slightly deeper in, or near some of the columns, like for not like completely breaking line of sight, but hi, hey, yeah, I got something for you. You no uh uh here. Luke will hold out the box, which Riza looks a bit confusedly at, and then takes it. Oh, I think this one's... I think it doesn't matter on this one, but be sure to open the lid slowly. Oh, right. She will slowly open the lid as that sort of does the wind-up portion of the music box as it opens to the image of a bird flying across the sky, with the bottom surface of the music box being this like reflective mirror with a few clouds adorned around the edges as the bird moves. As the bird, just seemingly magically, but the engineers among you will note it's actually magnetically pulled along a track along the glass. How do they work? Thank you. This is really nice. I guess mine kind of feels simple now, but, she'll hold out the horse statuette and say, oh, no, that actually looks really nice. And he'll take it and look it over. This is really well carved. Thank you. The two of them both admire their gifts for a moment before looking up making eye contact and immediately hitting the. Oh wait, awkward. As they both sort of stumble for a bit. Thanks. Thanks. Maybe we should, yeah, get back before they start questioning too much. Oh, they know, don't they? Yeah, not everything, but, was it Jay? Yeah, Jay bothered. Jay made a comment while we were on the way over. Jay! And with that, she will like tromp over in the direction that Jay probably is as Luke returns to the group. And I think that is where we may well be ending tonight's session. In that case, we can go ahead and close the recordings here. Good night, Derium.